He gonna buy our lunch. He gonna buy our lunch for us today. Cause he ain't gonna make 5 in a row.
This is former Dallas police officer Bryan Riser playing hoops.
He gonna buy our lunch.
In the neighborhood he grew up in.
Give it back.
His wife Ebony gave us the video.
He made it, so now that means he doesn't have to buy them lunch.
What?
She wanted people to see the husband, father, and police officer she knows.
What they're saying is everything my husband is not.
Chief, how long has he been on administrative leave?
Since he was taken into custody this morning.
On March 4th, Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia announced her husband's arrests on 2 counts of capital murder.
And so he's a person of interest until he becomes a suspect.
Riser, seen here in jail booking video, is accused of hiring a hitman to kill 2 people in 2017. So you were together during all this time when he's allegedly ordering hits. I mean, how did that strike you?
Crazy. I mean, absolutely far-fetched, crazy, almost laughable if it wasn't so serious.
Does Bryan have a lot of money?
No, he's a cop. No, he's a cop with 4 children and a wife.
The story starts in 2017. 4 people are killed in 48 hours, including a woman named Lisa Syons. Emmanuel Kilpatrick is among those accused. Records show detectives will learn Syons lived with Riser's father, Byron. She'd been at his apartment just before she was abducted and killed. The officer's father was arrested later that year on federal narcotics trafficking charges. Riser's attorney, Toby Shook.
I think police honed in on Bryan Riser because his father knew Lisa Syons.
His wife and attorney say Bryan Riser also knew Syons, but not well. Records show in August 2019, Kilpatrick came forward claiming Riser, his former high school classmate, hired him to kill Syons and Albert Douglas. Kilpatrick claims Riser paid him $3,500 to kill Douglas. He told investigators Riser promised $6,000 for the Syons killing, but he never got paid.
He has every reason to lie and try to shift blame to someone else.
Shook says Riser didn't even know Douglas. So why would he order him killed?
He would have no reason to have him killed.
Shook provided WFA a February 2017 cashier's check for $3,350 made out to a fraternity that Riser joined. Shook says his client is adamant there were no other large cash withdrawals during that period. On Monday, Dallas police made a significant change in their arrest warrants for Riser. The original warrant said Riser's cell phone placed him in or about the area during the time frame of where both killings occurred. That was eliminated from the new warrants, which now says Riser's cell phone was in areas where Kilpatrick claims they met to plan the killings.
There were no secret meetings, there was no planning for murders, anything like that.
Last week, Riser's wife provided us copies of movie tickets that she says would have proven her husband was with her in the movies, not anywhere near where Syons was killed. There's something else that doesn't make sense to Shook. Internal Affairs records show Riser told homicide detectives he, quote, received a call on his personal cell phone from an unknown male who wanted to speak with police about a double murder. That cell phone ended up being Kilpatrick's. Riser passed that information along before Kilpatrick's 2017 arrest.
That's the last thing you would do if you were involved in planning out murders, is give the hitman's phone number to the detective that's investigating the homicides.
We asked Dallas Police Chief Eddie Garcia for comment. A Dallas police spokesperson told WFA the department will not comment further until the investigation is closed. As for Kilpatrick, he's serving a life sentence on one of those murders.
Well, I think what happened in this case is a classic case of tunnel vision. The lead detective goes to the scene and makes his mind up of how this murder occurred, and then he tries to fit all the facts to fit his theory. And when you do that, bad things happen.
Ebony's husband calls from the Dallas County Jail twice a day. She believes the truth will set him free.
The man that I know and love is not capable of doing anything like this. And so I will do whatever it takes to make sure other people know that he's an innocent man and his name needs to be cleared.
In Dallas, I'm Tanya Iser.